Hello, hello, hello. Hello to everybody. Hope everybody is well, enjoying this Sunday. I'm not long out of the shower. Um, anyway, hi, I'm Cecilia Quinn, aka Mama C, and this is my channel, Hooked by Mama C. So I just popped on today to, I suppose, share little nuggets of love and little things I've learned. I suppose that's what I'm going to be doing mainly. Little things I've learned in the land of crochet, creativity, and therapy. Crochet is my therapy. Is absolutely the one thing that has actually kept me sane in the last few years. I suppose I have CPTSD. I think that's what it's called. I'm sorry, childhood trauma, PTSD, and I've been dealing with that, and I go to therapy, and which is awesome. Something I put off forever and ever. I'm 52 years of age, and I'm only going this year properly. My therapist is amazing. She's awake to spirituality as well, so that really helps because I'm very into energies and spirituality and the divine. Papa, that's my nickname for God. I was raised a Catholic, but I am not a practicing Catholic, but I do believe in Jesus, and the angels are my blessings. Archangel Michael, he's the one, he's kept me safe. Well, tried to keep me safe over my lifespan. So yeah, I believe in angels, and I am an intuitive energy healer, natural born. We all have natural gifts when we're born. Excuse me one second. Sorry about that. We all have natural gifts when we're born, and mine is an intuitive energy healer. I'm also an empath. Anyway, so I'm just crochet. My absolute passion is crochet, creativity at the moment, and I just wanted to come on and show some of my gorgeous hooks. So I have rheumatoid arthritis, and actually it's an autoimmune disease, which is a nightmare. If I get a cold, for anybody know that's well, if they get a cold, it's a cold. If I get it, it can turn into pneumonia or pleurisy, which it has done. So then you have to go off all the meds, and when you go off all the autoimmune immune suppressants, you have to go off them because you have an infection and it could get worse. So you go off all of them so you can heal. So what happens with me is I take steroids and antibiotics, get myself well, and then I go back on my meds, which takes weeks to get back into the system. So the arthritis flares up because you're off them. It's a vicious circle. So little tidbit for anybody that has rheumatoid arthritis or arthritis: turmeric and black pepper and ginger. I take 1,000 milligrams of turmeric a day with black pepper. I get them in capsules, which are awesome, because I wouldn't be into shoveling it. A bit too much for me, even though I like them, but you know. And I take ginger tablets as well. They can be got in any herbal shop. You can get them online as well. I actually suffer from chronic migraine, and migraine are the worst. Like I mean, I've got them since I was a child, but mostly due to stress and panic and fear. That like fear brings on panic and stress, and the stress causes the migraines. Now, when I get them, it's not just a headache; it's like a cluster. So I have them for 3 or 4 days. So I'm in pain. I lose on my left side. I lose my left eye. I lose my tongue. My left hand. Yeah, they're like mini strokes, but they're pretty severe. And I've tried every concoction that's out there nearly over the years to try and help me with them, and nothing really works. The only thing when I lose my sight is if I take a cocktail of painkillers and anti-inflammatories, and I mean a cocktail, like you know, I could be taking 5 or 6 together, which is not good, but I get my sight back. If I do housework, if you know, when you're rushing, well, not rushing, but you're working away and you're sweating and you're working away, that gives me a migraine, would you believe? And I love housework. I love cleaning. I love organizing. That's actually used to be my therapy, but since I've been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, I can't do as much as I used to, and when the migraines come on when I'm cleaning, so it's unreal. So anyway, I found this little video clip came up on my feed. I'm just talking about migraine at the minute. This little video clip came up on my feed to take 1,000 milligrams of ginger on the onset of a migraine, to start to take it as soon as you feel it coming on, to take 1,000 milligrams, and it eases and takes them away. It might come back later, but just pop another 500 milligrams of ginger. But what I've started doing for me is I take 500 milligrams every day of ginger. It's an anti-inflammatory anyway, and it's good for your body. So I take 500 milligrams every single day, and my migraines have the so I used to get them, like I could get one once a fortnight, once a week, depending on, and it would last for days. It wouldn't be just a couple of hours, it would be days. And so now that I'm taking the ginger, the gap between them, between my migraines, is getting bigger. So I take ginger every day. I try not to overdo things when I'm doing housework or anything, and I try not to be stressed, so that's why I crochet. It keeps me calm, so it doesn't draw the migraine on. But also your diet. I mean, people say cheese, chocolate can interfere with give you a migraine. I never found, like, I drink loads of coffee, and that never gave me migraines. And even when I stopped, I tried, it didn't make any difference. They were still there. So I take 500 milligrams of ginger. I get it in Boots. It's the Boots own brand, 500 milligrams. And if I feel a migraine coming on, I pop 2. So that's 1,000 milligrams. So that's a little, just a little nugget of love from me. For the rheumatoid arthritis, I take the turmeric with black pepper. I take 1,000 milligrams of them in the morning. I've started only today, last night, is taking 500 milligrams of that at night as I'm going to bed, to help with the anti-inflammatory, to help with my rheumatoid arthritis. So I'm hoping that kicks in. I'll keep you posted on how we're going. Yeah, so that, and I take biotin as well. So, and there's a few other bits I take, but for the rheumatoid arthritis mainly it's the turmeric. So there, I hope that helps anyone that's suffering with migraine. Ginger, absolutely. Now, there's also another thing that you can do, is actually my GP told me. You can take aspirin, 900 milligrams of aspirin when a migraine starts, and that eases them and calms them down. And I was doing that for a while, but I'm not comfortable with taking that much aspirin because it's a blood thinner. I'm not very comfortable taking that. So sometimes if I'm going to do housework, I might take 2, which is 600 milligrams, just because I know I'm going to be overworked, you know, sweating, or my blood pressure would be going up a bit. So that actually helps as well with the migraine. But I don't take them as much as I used to when I first started them. Sorry, I'm blathering. So the ginger, definitely, absolutely swear by it. My son suffers from migraine as well, Dylan. Dylan had 2 brain tumours removed. Well, nearly 12 years ago, actually, yeah, 11 years ago. He had brain tumours removed, medulloblastomas, and we were told he could turn into a vegetable, but he's a miracle. He's an absolute miracle. I call him my gladiator. He's walking, talking. You'd never think there was anything. The only problems he has is his short-term memory, which is actually driving him mad. So he's getting help with that, his short-term memory, and his feet. The nerve endings in his feet after the radiation are ruined. So his feet get sore very easily. He can't wear heavy warm shoes or heavy socks or anything like that, because they're on fire. But actually, if you touch them, they're cold. So, but he suffers from migraines as well. So I have him started on the ginger because he can get them, if he gets any way worked up at all over anything, it's a migraine straight away. And certain food like coleslaw, he can't eat coleslaw, it sets off a migraine. If it's not homemade, if it's made with vinegar and stuff. So he's on the ginger, and because he gets at least one a week of migraine, really pretty bad ones. So we're hoping that they work. So that's just a little hint for anybody that suffers with migraine. Thank you for listening. Please if you like the videos, please watch them to the end. Subscribe and share. I'd be very grateful. Sending out blessings to all of you. And this was another little nugget of love from Mama C. Take care. Hey. I just wanted to say I started this video wanting to talk about my crochet hooks. I'll actually film that specifically, but I got not carried away, but I thought the part that I was talking about, migraines and rheumatoid arthritis, was important in itself. So yeah, so for anyone that has listened or are listening to this video, please speak to your GP before taking any supplements or medication. A little disclaimer, I'm not a GP, I'm not a doctor. It's just something that's worked for me. And if you're going to be if you want to add in supplements or medications to your daily routine, do talk to your GP first. Thank you. Have a fabulous day.